This video will teach you how to find the payment for a present value annuities problem. And this video assumes you've already watched the video Annuities Finding Present Value. So make sure you have so you know what we're doing. We're going to go to the TVM solver, it's apps enter, and we'll look at the word problem. So you put $25,000 down towards your $200,000 home and borrow the rest. You pay it back over 25 years, paying monthly, but your interest rate is 3.19% per year, compounded daily. So first we're going to find the payment. How much do you pay per month? And then we're going to find out how much interest you paid. So start with N. What's N? Well, you paid the mortgage for 25 years. And let's assume it's a mortgage because it's for a home. And those 25 years you made payments monthly, as it says in the problem. So 25 years, 12 times a year, you make 300 payments. And your interest rate is 3.19%. Now what's your PV? Well, your PV was you had to buy a $200,000 home, but you didn't borrow $200,000. You borrowed $200,000 minus your $25,000 down payment. In other words, you borrowed $175,000. Your payments, that's what we're going to solve, so we'll just leave it for now. Just leave it blank or 0 and blank. We're going to change it. And the future value is 0 because when you're done paying your mortgage, what's the amount left in the future? 0. You've paid it off. The payments per year, well, it says in the problem that we'll be paying monthly, so that's 12 payments per year. But the compounds are daily, so we're getting charged interest 365 times a year. The problem doesn't say, so we'll assume that the payments happened at the end of the month, so we'll leave it as end. And now we'll go solve for the payment and find out what do we have to pay each month. Alpha enter. We have to pay $847.64 approximately. So let's write that down. So answer is A. You pay $847.64 per month. Which doesn't sound too bad until we look at how much interest do you pay. So we're going to calculate our interest by looking at how many times we paid, that's N, and timesing that by what we paid, and then subtracting off how much we borrowed. So we'll need to look at the screen to make sure we know. We made 300 payments, and each of those payments were approximately $847.64. And let's take away, that's how much we paid, take away what we borrowed. How much did we borrow? $175,000. And so, again, remember, what are we trying to do? We're not trying to find the cost of the home, it's $200,000. We're trying to find out how much interest did we pay. Well, we paid this times this in money to pay off this loan, so subtract that off, we'll know how much. So let's quit out of here. 300 times $847.64 gives us $254,292. Take away 175,000 gives us $79,292 in interest. Therefore, you paid $79,292 in interest. And by the way, that's low. If the interest rate were higher, if you remember, let's go back, apps, enter. If this interest rate was higher, you'd be shocked at how much you'd have to pay. The interest rates right now are low, like 3.19%, but those interest rates go back up to 5 or 6 or 7 or 8%. You'll be paying more like $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 in interest. Nonetheless, right now, with the current math that we see here, you paid $847.64 monthly, and that charged you over the 25 years $79,292 in interest.